Alright guys, hello everybody, welcome back to more Undertale. We are in the last leg of this series. Unfortunately, however, we still need 25 more enemies left. Here we go. That's 24. There's no way. Here we go. Freak out of here. And then the music is so slow. Here we go. What you thought this was? Feel the heat? Blam. Get him. Get him out of here. Here we go. Boom! Alright. Let's stop. Uh-oh. $18 left. Boom! You're hurt. All help. You know, I'm not even reading like any of the text. I just realized. 16 left. Here we go. What did they say? But I'll never forget. Is that a? I hope that joke isn't about a certain event. Here we go. It's not like I like you. You won't like me when you're dead. $13 left.
I never knew you could do this. Wow. What happens if I empty it all out?
There's no more water left in the cooler. Large puddle forming. Here we go. But I never got to. Oh, I thought that said never forget, not gonna lie. I wanted it to say that, didn't I? $11 left. There we go. Okay, 8 left. Here we go. Oh my gosh. This is giving me a headache, bro. Oh my gosh, man. Dang. Oh my gosh, 2 left. Oh my gosh. Thank you. All I need to do is just survive this. There it is. Termination. Now I can go in. Metaton. My. So you finally arrived. At our first meeting, I realized something ghastly. You're not just a threat to monsters, but humanity as well. Oh my, that's an issue. You see, I can't be a star without an audience. And besides, there are some people I want to protect. Eager as always, eh? Don't touch that dial. There's something you haven't accounted for. As any true fan would know, I was first created as a human eradication robot. It was only after becoming a star that I was given a more photogenic body. However, those original functions have never been fully removed. Come any closer and I'll be forced to show you my true form. He said, come on then. Fine then. Ready? It's showtime. Oh, okay. Wow. Guess you don't want to join my fan club. That was it? Wow. I always thought his I always thought his fight would be longer. Okay, so we just save, that's it. The elevator is in use. By who? They're not even gonna tell me. Are they even gonna tell me the story again? I think the game knows that I frankly don't care. Oh, no. It tells us the story. It tells us the story when you get to that house. Yeah, use the box. Anything? Ooh, I have nothing. I have nothing but the abandoned quiche. Oh, it's Flowey. Howdy, Devsma. You finally made it home. Remember when we used to play here? Boy, today's gonna be just as fun. I remember when I first woke up here in the garden. I was so scared. I couldn't feel my arms or my legs. My entire body had turned into a flower. Mom, Dad, somebody help me, I called out. But nobody came. Wow. Leave it. Knife inside the box. Take that. The real knife. Eventually, the king found me crying in the garden. I explained what had happened to him. And then he held me, Devsma. He held me with tears in his eyes, saying, there, everything is going to be alright. What? Okay. He was so emotional. But for some reason, I didn't feel anything at all. It's a trophy. I'm gonna sleep in his. Of course, it's a king size bed. It's me, Devsma. I unlocked the chain. I soon realized I didn't feel anything about anyone. My compassion had disappeared. And believe me, it's not like I wasn't trying. I wasted weeks with that stupid king, vainly hoping I would feel something. But it became too much for me. I ran away from home. Eventually, I reached the ruins. Inside, I found her, Devsma. I thought of all people, she could make me feel whole again. She failed. Dang. Alright. I realized those two were useless. I became despondent. I just wanted to love someone. I just wanted to care about someone. Devsma, you might not believe this, but I decided it wasn't worth living anymore. Not in a world without love. Not in a world without you. So I decided to follow in your footsteps. I would erase myself from existence. And you know what? I succeeded. But as I left this mortal coil, I started to feel apprehensive. If you don't have a soul, what happens when you... Something primal started to burn inside me. No, I thought, I don't want to die. Then I woke up, like it was all just a bad dream. I was back at the garden, back at my save point. Those are the save points. That's why when I die, I still remember stuff. Interested, I decided to experiment. Again and again, I brought myself to the edge of death. At any point, I could have let this world continue without me. But as long as I was determined to live, I could go back. Amazing, isn't it, Devsma? I was amazed too. At first, I used my powers for good. I became friends with everyone. This sounds a little like me. I solved all their problems flawlessly. Their companionship was amusing. For a while, as time repeated, people proved themselves predictable. What would this person say if I gave them this? What would they do if I said this to them? Once you know the answer, that's it. That's all they are. It all started because I was curious. Curious what would happen if I killed them. Oh. I don't like this, I told myself. I'm just doing this because I have to know what happens. What an excuse. You of all people must know how liberating it is to act this way. At least we're better than those sickos that stand around and watch it happen. Those pathetic people that want to see it but are too weak to do it themselves. I bet someone like that's watching right now, aren't they? Okay. This is just a game, y'all. So, don't follow in his footsteps. I don't know why I have to remind you guys not to follow in the Talking Flowers footsteps, but let this be a lesson. Don't be him. And don't be me in this playthrough. Nowadays, even that's grown tiring. You understand, Devsma. I've done everything this world has to offer. I've read every book. I've burned every book. I've won every game. I've lost every game. I appeased everyone. I've killed everyone. Sets of numbers, lines of dialogue, I've seen them all. But you're different. I never could predict you, Devsma. When I saw you in the ruins, I didn't recognize you. I thought I could frighten you, then steal your soul. I failed. And when I tried to load my save file, it didn't work. Devsma, your determination. Somehow it's even greater than mine. I just have one question for you, Devsma. How did you get back to the ruins from here? Wait, I know. She must have taken you when she left and decided to give you a proper burial rather than hanging out in the basement forever. But why then? What made you wake up? Did you hear me calling you? Does it matter now? I'm so tired of this Devsma. Tired of all these people. Tired of all these places. Tired of being a flower. Devsma. There's just one thing left I want to do. Let's finish what we started. Let's free everyone. Then, let's let them see what humanity is really like. That despite it all, this world is still kill or be killed. Then, well, I had been entertaining a few ways to use that power. But seeing you here changed my mind. Devsma, I think if you are around, just living in the surface world doesn't seem so bad. You don't even need to leave to get them this time. The king has 6 of them locked away. I've tried hundreds of ways to get him to show me them, but he just won't. Devsma, I know he'll do it for you. Why am I telling you all this? Devsma, I said it before. Even after all this time, you're still the only one that understands me. You won't give me any worthless pity. You realize I'm coming after you too, right? Creatures like us wouldn't hesitate to kill each other if we got in each other's way. So that's why. What's this feeling? Why am I shaking? Hey, Devsma, no hard feelings about back then, right? Hey, what are you doing? Back off. I've changed my mind about all this. This isn't a good idea anymore. You should go back, Devsma. This place is fine the way it is. Stop making that creepy face. This isn't funny. You've got a sick sense of humor. Use the box. Oh. Real knife. I can't believe it. We're here. We're here. Oh no. Oh no. We're here. Hey, you've been busy, huh? So, I've got a question for you. Do you think even the worst person could change? that everybody can be a good person if they just tried. Alright. Well, here's a better question. Do you want to have a bad time? Because if you take another step forward, you are really not going to like what happens next. Well, sorry, old lady. This is why I never make promises. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you should be burning in a... Dang! Hey! 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 What? What was that? What was that? Okay. We're gonna try this one more time and then we finna get up out of here. Because I don't know what was that. Hey, you look frustrated about something. I guess I'm pretty good at my job, huh? You stay outside. Versus singing flowers are blooming. On days like these, kids like you. Oh. Huh. I always wonder why people never use their strongest attack first. Hey. Did it? You feel like you're going to have a bad time. I practically have nothing. Let me equip the real knife. I didn't even... He said you look frustrated. Guess I'm good at my job. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you are new. Be sure to read the Bible verse in the description and share it to someone you believe may need it. And I will see you guys in the next video.
And if any of you pop out with a manifesto after hearing that Flowey speech, I'm coming to your house.
Galatians 4:7. So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also an heir.